Hey everyone, my name is Bewlett. Thank you for joining me once again. I'm sorry I wasn't able to put out a video over the last week. I tried to post something under the discussion tab of my channel, but I later discovered that apparently you're required to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers to do that. So I recently created a Twitter account specifically for the channel so that I can have some way of notifying you guys if there's going to be a delay in the channel's agenda for any reason. So if you'd like the link to my Twitter account to stay up to date, I'll link it in the description, but that's going to be the only time I'm going to be like, hey, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, because it's just so I can let you guys know what's going on, and I'll also have some news updates on there for the games we're going to be following on the channel. So anyways, a couple of things I want to talk about in this video, first of which is the idea of a Black Ops reboot. When this year's Call of Duty was teased, we were all like, ooh, Modern Warfare 4, and they had us going for so long, and it was kind of mean, but we later found out it was a reboot of the beloved Modern Warfare trilogy, or at least a reboot from the Modern Warfare universe. The reason this wasn't considered a direct continuation of the series is because we do have returning characters from the original Modern Warfare, but they are placed in a different, more modern setting. This had lots of us confused at first, and I'm sure a few of us were slightly disappointed, but all in all, I think together we've come to love the newest installments of the Call of Duty franchise, and we're looking forward to the sequel that was teased at the end of the campaign. Now, with that being said, how would you guys feel about a Black Ops reboot? Unlike the original Modern Warfare series, Black Ops has 5 installments if you include World at War, as compared to just 3. That's a lot to cover in a possible reboot. With the history of Alex Mason and Frank Woods, the story of how the specialists in BO3 and 4 came to be, or even the incredibly vast universe or universes of zombies, that's an insane amount of content to take into consideration. And just to be clear, I'm not suggesting the idea of a remastered Black Ops, I'm referring to them taking an approach similar to Infinity Ward's Modern Warfare 2019 reboot. Something that got me thinking, though, was that earlier this year during the spring, Activision announced that Raven and Sledgehammer would no longer be taking the lead on Call of Duty 2020 as originally planned, but instead Treyarch would be put in charge of what is now believed to be another Black Ops. I can't even find one positive thing to say about that. Raven and Sledgehammer get bumped down in development, so that sucks for them. Treyarch is given the near impossible task of whipping out a game in 1 year, which I don't even know how that's possible. And we, the players, are going to get stuck with what may very well be a half-assed $60 game. But as one of those players, I like to take a moment every now and then and put myself in the position of the creators. And the first thing that comes to mind is it would be a lot easier to revisit the roots of an ongoing series rather than finding new ways to keep adding on to it. And now that we've had the chance to experience what a reboot is like, how would you guys feel about them rebooting the Black Ops series? Would you be excited? Do you think you'd be mainly worried or immediately disappointed? What do you think would be going through your head if that's what they announced as Call of Duty 2020? I personally don't think we need any more Black Ops at all. I loved 1 and 2, and 3 had fun, innovative multiplayer, but the campaign was so sloppy and too difficult to follow, and then with 4 not even having a campaign, I just think it's become clear that Black Ops has kind of an identity crisis going on, so I don't think I'd be thrilled to hear about a reboot. As far as expanding on it, I don't really know the clearest way forward anymore. I mean, the spotlight has mainly been on the specialists and their stories as of late, but would that be straying too far away from what started the series? I could maybe see them trying to do a standalone game based on around one of the characters, like maybe Hudson from Black Ops 1 or even Harper from Black Ops 2, I don't know. Honestly, the only concept I could come up with that could work is a game just about our zombies crew. Like, I realize the name of the franchise is Call of Duty, because each storyline we've been given is about playing as a soldier or soldiers to answer the call of duty. So if we were to see a narrative with that concept played out by our zombies characters, I guess they'd have to find a way to either give us some missions that take us through some of the events that we didn't already play out in the previous games, or continue the storyline, which I'm quite ready to be done with personally. Zombies has just gotten so twisted and contorted and bent into all different directions that I lost the urge to keep following it. But it would be something familiar that people may latch onto easier. And as for multiplayer, I could kind of see them doing specialists again, but having all the zombie characters be the specialists. Like, I know we've played as several different characters over the years, but it would allow them to give a variety of fan favorite characters to play as, and each of them could have one of the perks, like the perk of colas, as the specialist ability. Like, Richtofen could use Quick Revive to revive a dead teammate, or um, Nikolai could drink Deadshot and have crazy accuracy, and Dempsey would probably down a bottle of Juggernog and have a health boost, and I think Takeo would either be Speed Cola or Stamina, but you know what I mean. It doesn't all sound like $1 million idea, but it's still interesting to consider the content we have to work with and determine which direction that players and creators alike will all enjoy. Anyways, I'd really love to hear your guys' thoughts on what you guys are hoping for from the team at Treyarch next year. Thank you again for stopping by and being a part of the discussion today. Let me know what you guys thought. I hope to see you all in the next video. Until next time, bye-bye.